Now, I don't know why I keep getting the name of this thing wrong. It's the Kuryakyn Road Warrior bag. And a couple people have done reviews on the bag showing you a bunch of stuff about it. I don't get into that. Like, I can sit here and tell you that it's made of some type of material, you know, water resistant 1200 denier textile material. Do you even know what that is? I don't even know what that is. It's water resistant. They do give you a bag, you know, a waterproof bag, but case to put around it, but you can't put the case around it and strap it to the bike, so it's kind of silly. So you'd have to take the waterproof bag liner and put it on the inside with all the stuff that you want to keep dry. But I don't think people really care about that anyway. I don't know if anybody's actually reading that part of it, or, you know, like I said, people don't even know what it is. But let's take a good look at it. Now, first thing to note is how to strap it onto the bike. They do give you these straps here, and this is made to go for a sissy bar or a small back seat, and you can go around it and strap it down, and that would pretty much hold it on the bike and stop any form of momentum if you go to stop. Now, if you have a bike like mine, the K1600B Grand America or a Honda Goldwing, these are not long enough to go all the way around. There's no way to do it. I mean, there's probably a way to do it, but there's not a way how it's designed. But Kuryakyn, being the smart people they are, they do give you some extra straps. Now, I have hand grips for a passenger on my bike, and these two just quick hook and loop. So you go under the handrest, come up, lock it into the D-ring, both sides, cinch down. That pretty much keeps you stopped. It actually would hold it onto the bike by itself. But they also give you these two other style straps, and here's the quick disconnects for them. I'll show those straps later when I show this actually being on the bike and how it actually sits on there, and they give you a better idea on how it looks. But you go those to the front, so you got, they say give yourself 4 points of contact. You got 2 in the back, 2 in the front, you're good. It's not going anywhere. I've been using this bag for a solid 2 months now. Every time, even when I'm not commuting in on the bike because the weather's been so bad, I've been beating the shit out of this thing. These side pockets, this is a GoPro case. There's actually another GoPro, and a couple batteries in there, extra memory card. Fits in there. There's some little netting in there, but it'll hold that case just fine. So go to Best Buy or something and look at a GoPro case, and you'll be like, oh, that's what it fits. This bag down here in the bottom is bigger in some ways, but yet it's smaller at the same time. It's bigger in size. Man, grab one zipper at a time. I have zipper problems. But there's a whole thing of baby wipes and face cleaners and stuff like that. Truck driver's best friend. But it's not as deep. Even though it's taller, it's not as deep. But there's a reason for that, and that's because of the pockets on the side. There are some water drink mixes that fit in there just fine. In here, if you ever seen any type of motorcycle cargo net, that's what I keep in there. I keep extra in there in case I have to strap something else down to the bike in emergency or whatever, not knowing about it. If you come in from, you can come in from the sides. Now everything that's on this side is the same way on the other side, so there's no reason for me to show you both sides. But you can come full from this side, unzip, and then they give you another netting in here. But for some reason they're proud of this, like, oh, it could be used as a pet transport. Don't transport your pets on your motorcycle. You crash and hurt yourself, that's one thing. You crash and hurt them, they didn't have a choice in the situation, but that's just my own personal opinion. So, but you can completely access everything from the side. Now, what do we actually care about? Well, how much crap can we get in here? Well, we can get a pretty decent amount, and I have abused this bag. It's a good thing they give you really good stitching. That's something I do care about in any reviews, like, hey, how's the stitching? Is it just fraying off? You see them coming loose already? No, this bag has been taking it. Get on the inside, quite a bit of space in there. Some of the stuff is already out because it's already spaced out in the truck, but there's some pulleys, some fitness bands. There's a thermal top. This stuff's just sitting in here loose right now. There's some shorts because I usually work out in the mornings, walk around stuff, and I want to wear a uniform doing that. These compression bags that my wife gets on Amazon, you can put a ton of stuff in these, and that's my underwear. You don't care about that. But here's another one. Like, there's 10 pairs of socks in there. And this has actually 3 towels in it. My wife, she finds this stuff. She's amazing with stuff like that. There's a radio that we use for work. Now this compression bag here, I put up to 3 pairs of jeans in here. Right now there's 2. And there's an extra compression bag in case they got to stuff some more stuff in there. But now you're starting to look on the inside, and I think I will open this side back up and see if it'll let a little bit more light in there. I always lose this stupid zipper, man. Always. I just had this stupid thing. That's my biggest problem, is I can't keep track of anything. Did I zip it all the way to the bottom? Yeah, I guess it is. I'm weird like that. Until you get old, man, you just get older. So this does not come all the way off, by the way. So there's the inside main case. Now there is an extra pocket back here, and this is made for a 15-inch laptop. You are not getting a 17-inch laptop in there. It's not going to fit. But 15 on down, it's not going to be a problem. Tablet, no problem. But let's see. This is a medium size helmet. I still have my Cena on the side of it, and of course the GoPro I'm using right now, but that'll still serve as it's being there, and it fits just fine. So there's no problems there. You even an extra large helmet, even with this bigger shell, it's still not going to have a problem getting in there, and you can still put stuff around it. So we'll stop right there with that part of it. I always lose the damn zippers. One thing I complain about, man, there's zippers everywhere on this bag. They're everywhere. But hey, man, $237. Things better be built like a damn tank. They show it as $268 on their website. Most places have it at $237. Revzilla, a bunch of them. I can't think of all the names of them right now. For some reason, Dennis Kirk, that was another one. It was $239 or something like that. It's about the same on all of them. And I've overstuffed this bag too. I still got a jacket I can shove in there. I wear my motorcycle boots in, so I throw my shoes in there. I have not been nice to it. And granted, it's only 2 months into it, but I've been using it every day for 2 months. And I'm not being nice to it. Now, another note on the sizes of it is on how big it is. Okay, so we have these overhead compartments, and in here I got some food and a regular size gym bag, you know, an Under Armour one. This is what I was using on a regular basis, but this won't strap to the motorcycle. Well, that's why I got that bag, but it won't fit in there. This whole spot here is made for a regular household size microwave. It won't fit in there. We do have a closet here. It's full of my junk. You know, hell, I'll show it to you. There's my motorcycle jacket, my riding jeans, my boots are in there too. That bag will fit in here maybe sideways if you stuff it, but not everything in your bag's been turned over to the side. You know, if you got loose stuff in there, you may not want that. Usually as I'm going down the highway, it sits right here in front of the mini fridge, which this mini fridge is the same size that you'd see anywhere in any garage, you know, what Walmart sells or Lowe's or whatever. It's just, you know, got my salads and my yogurt and my water in there for the day, and that's all fine and good. But that's usually where I keep it at. That door flies open for some reason on its own. Thank you, Freightliner, for screwing that up. But that's pretty much the gist of it. This will be like the 5th time trying to do this, but the Kuryakyn bag sitting on BMW K1600B. And if you're wondering about the size of the bike, it's a huge bike, and you don't have a BMW near you to see the size of it, just go find a Honda Goldwing. A modern one is identically the same in size. But here's the bag on the bike. Now, Kuryakyn tells you gotta have 4 points of contact. And these are the other straps I was talking about earlier in the video, where you basically just have this loop. You run the strap through, cinch it down, and you get the detachable ring here, and you snap it on. So you get one up here, and you get 1, 2 down here. Now normally I have the bag a little bit tighter on the bike, but we're filming this stuff, so we're just going to do that. Unhook it from there, and there, and then you come off the bike. Let's walk around to the other side of it. Attach from there, unattach from there. Now on the back of the bag, these were the straps I was talking about. They give you these 3 straps that are basically made for a sissy bar or some type of backrest. They don't necessarily go around this bike. Right now, I doubt they go around the Goldwing either. If we come around, we take it to the lowest point around the bottom of the trunk, we can only get to there. So we would need another strap with a female end to hook here, and then you'd always be back here trying to battle. So it won't fit that way. Now with the bag sitting there, even with this tight, if you're wondering about if you can get into the trunk, you can get in the trunk, you can access it, but you can't get full tilt on the trunk. There's no way. You're only gonna get your hands in there, so you'd still have access to the trunk, but not as good as if the bag was off the bike. Now let's compare how this bag would look on something else. And Did I get this? Oh, that other strap's still hanging back there. It's a pain in the butt. Straps. There are straps. And there's also these tie down points, and they are everywhere. So any way you can think of trying to put it on to your bike, there's plenty of options. But let's look at it on USA 1250. The bag would actually work on this bike. You still be able to access the side cases pretty much. But you'd want something, I still think you'd want something behind it to hold it in place to get the wind, keep from pushing it back. But as you can see, on this bike it wouldn't be that bad. But let's look at it on something like the Honda Rebel. Now that is a beefy bag for this bike. I think I got that pretty centered. You would lose a little bit of access. You could still get in there on one side, but like this one here, like with it totally strapped down, this bag is too big for this bike. So not saying that you can't use it, but it probably wouldn't be my first pick.